Have you ever stood at the foot of a giant mountain and felt a sense of awe, a feeling that it holds ancient secrets? What if you could actually hear them? Today, I want to tell you the story of Ilara, a girl who could hear the mountains sing. Ilara lived in a village nestled in a valley, surrounded by colossal peaks that touched the clouds. To everyone else, the mountains were just silent, stony giants, but to Ilara, they were alive. From her earliest memories, she could hear them. It wasn't a sound that traveled through the air, but a deep, rumbling melody that resonated in her bones. The youngest peak, sharp and jagged, hummed with youthful energy and impatience. The oldest, a gentle, rounded giant named Old Man Hemlock, sang slow, deep songs of ice ages, shifting continents, and stars wheeling in the sky for millennia. The villagers thought she was strange. "The mountains are just rock and snow, Ilara," they'd say, patting her head. "Don't fill your head with such fantasies." So Ilara kept her secret. She'd spend her days wandering the high meadows, listening. The mountains taught her things no one else knew. They told her where the sweetest berries grew, warned her of coming rock slides, and showed her the hidden springs where the water ran purest. They spoke of the wind as a friend and the sun as a life-giver. Her connection to them was her most treasured possession. One year, the rains didn't come. The river shrank to a trickle, the crops withered in the fields, and the village well ran dry. Fear began to creep into the hearts of the villagers. The elders prayed, the farmers despaired, and still the sky remained a harsh, cloudless blue. The land grew thirsty and cracked. That's when Ilara knew she had to do something. She climbed to the highest ridge she could reach, a place where the wind howled and the air was thin. She sat and listened, not just with her ears, but with her whole being. She called out to Old Man Hemlock, the wisest of them all. "Please," she whispered, "my people are suffering. The land is dying. Is there anything we can do?" For a long time, there was only silence. Then, a slow, ancient melody began to rise from the heart of the great mountain. It wasn't a song of despair, but one of deep memory. The mountain sang of a hidden lake, a reservoir of pure water deep within its stone heart, fed by glaciers long since vanished. It sang of a network of ancient, forgotten tunnels carved by water over eons, one of which led from the lake almost all the way down to the valley. The song showed her the entrance, hidden behind a waterfall that had long ago dried up. Filled with hope, Ilara raced back to the village. She burst into the elders' council, her eyes shining. "I know where to find water," she exclaimed. "The mountain told me." The elders looked at her with skepticism, but the desperation in the village was so great that they agreed to listen. She described the location with such details, the shape of the rocks, the type of moss growing near the hidden entrance, that a few of the older villagers recalled forgotten tales of a weeping cave. Led by Ilara, a group of villagers set out. They found the dried-up waterfall exactly where she said it would be. Behind the curtain of dead vines, they discovered the opening to the tunnel. With torches in hand, they ventured into the darkness. The air grew cool and damp. After what felt like an eternity, they heard it, the gentle sound of lapping water. They emerged into a vast cavern where a crystal-clear lake shimmered in the torchlight. The mountain's heart was full of water. Working together, the villagers cleared the final blockage in the tunnel. A steady stream of clean, cold water began to flow out down the mountainside and into the dry riverbed, reviving the parched land. The village was saved. From that day on, no one called Elara strange. She was their hero, the girl who listened when no one else could hear. She became the keeper of the mountain's wisdom, a bridge between the world of stone and the world of people. And sometimes, on a quiet evening, if you sat very still, you could almost hear it to the deep, ancient and beautiful song of the mountains. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more tales from the edge of imagination. See you next time.